Hi everybody, this is a review video for second graders, Grade Expectations, Christmas edition. Okay, so here our exam unit begin from here for the final exam, right? Begin from here. So now where we are is that there's this man, strange man, and Pip. Ma'am and Pete are in the churchyard, right? So this man is threatening Pip, right? And he is asking questions, various questions to Pip. So he asks, "What is your name?" So Pip says, "Pip, sir." "Once more," said the man, staring at me. So the man, looking at Pip, says, "Once more, what is your name? Give me the mouse. Tell me." "Pip, Pip, sir." "Show us where you live," said the man. "Point out the place." So this is a point, okay? Point out the place where you live. So I pointed to where our villages lay. So I pointed where our village is located, on the flat inshore among the elder trees. I told you that this is a older, right? In his town there's older trees and pollard. Pollard is also name of the plant. Okay? So let me show you how pollard look like. So these are pollards, okay? Pollard trees. So Pip's hometown, there are many pollard trees in Pip's hometown, okay? So a mile or more from the church. So Pip's hometown is located a mile away from this churchyard. And the man, after looking at me for a moment, turned me upside down, okay? And as you guys know, um, the man, strange man, right? Turned Pip upside down, okay? And emptied my pocket. So there are things came from Pip's pocket in the ground. There was nothing in them but a piece of bread. You know, Pip is a poor boy, right? So there's nothing much in his pocket. So some nothing but a piece of bread, some pieces of bread. And when the church came to itself, for he was so sudden and strong that he made it go head over heels before me. So as you guys know, that there is a church building, right? There is a church building, and when the church came to itself, so some student asked me a question: what does the church came to itself mean, right? So Pip was hanging upside down, and the guy like turned Pip in a straight position one more time. Okay, Pip became a straight position, and the thing is, situation is, he was so sudden. The guy turned Pip so suddenly into the right place. And strong guy was really strong. He made it go head over heels before me. So made it go head over heels before me. So church came to itself means that he put Pip in the right position. So church looked like normal again. Okay, church looked normal again, and he made it go head over heels before me. So it also refers to church. So the other student asked me what this means. Made it go head over heels before me. So here was head, Pip's head, and Pip's heel. So again, the same thing. Guy, the stranger man, put Pip in the right place so suddenly and so strongly, so Pip moved really quickly, okay, really quickly into his position. That's what it means. He came back to his position really quickly. That's what the go head over heels before me, okay. And I saw the steeple under my feet when the church came to itself. So steeple is here, this top part, right? So I saw the steeple under my feet when the church came to itself. So Pip saw this steeple, okay, under his feet, right? When Pip was like coming to its own position, right position, okay. And I say I was seated on a high tombstone. So this guy put Pip on the tombstone, okay. So there is a tombstone, and he put Pip on the tombstone, okay, and trembling while he ate the bread ravenously. So Pip was scared, right? Pip was very scared because of this guy. So Pip was shaking, trembling, okay. Pip was trembling, shaking while he ate the bread ravenously, okay. So ravenously means aggressively. So let me show you you guys know what the raven is? Raven? Let me show you what the raven look like, okay? So these are the ravens, okay? Huge big bird. Have you seen raven like live? They're really huge, okay? And they can be really sometimes scary, and they eat a lot, lots of food, okay? And when they eat a lot of prey and food so aggressively, okay? Huge bird. So that's what it means. The guy, he ate all the Pip's bread on the ground so aggressively, like ravenously. Okay? And the guy called Pip, "You young dog," said the man, licking his lip. "What fat chicks you have got." So the guy is looking at the chicks of Pip. So you got really fat chicks. I believe they are fat, though I was at the time undersized for my years and not strong. So Pip believed that he's got little fat chicks. All the boys, they have fat chicks, and Pip is little undersized. As you guys know, Pip doesn't have parents. He's a poor boy, and he doesn't eat much. So he's undersized for his own same year boys, and he's not strong, but he has a little bit of fat chicks. And the man says, "Darn me if I couldn't eat them," said the man, with a threatening shake of his head, "and if I hadn't half mind to it." So here's a question that some of you guys asked me too. So darn me if I couldn't eat them, right? And also you guys asked me a question, if I haven't had a half mind to it, okay? So overall, these two sentences has a quite similar meanings, okay? So he is basically threatening Pip. Darn means damn it. Okay. So you guys know God damn it, right? So he says, "Damn me if I couldn't eat them." Basically, he's saying, if you believe me, I am lying. If you believe me, I am not going to eat your heart and liver out. You're wrong. I am definitely going to eat your heart and liver. Okay, I'm serious. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, and also same thing. If I have half mind to it, so if you believe that I am only half serious about taking your heart and liver out and eating them, you're wrong. I am definitely going to eat your heart and liver. Taking it out. I'm really serious. Okay, that's what these two sentences mean. telling him how serious he is about eating the heart and liver of Pip. Okay, so I honestly expressed my hope that he wouldn't, and held tighter to the tombstone on which he had put me, partly to keep myself upon, partly to keep myself crying. So Kip really, seriously, was hoping that he wouldn't eat Pip's heart and liver out, and he hold tight. Pip hold tight on the tombstone, so he can keep it. Pip was worried that this guy will take him away, so Pip didn't want to go away. So Pip hold tight on tombstone. One reason, partly, and he was trying to keep himself from crying. So he's trying not to cry. So he hold tight, and he said, "Now look at here," said the man. "Where's your mother?" And also guy asked, "Where is Pip's mother?" And Pip answered, "There, sir," said I. And he made a short run. And so some of you guys also asked me a question that made a short run. What does this mean, right? He started and short run. So, this guy, the man asked Pip, "Hey, where's the mother?" And Pip answers that, "Oh, my mother is over there in Tombstone." And the man, he ran. He ran to the tombstone of Pip's mother to check out whether it is true or not. Okay? So he started means he ran toward the tombstone. He made a short run and stopped. So a guy was here and he stopped and looked over his shoulder. And he looked over his shoulder to Pip, okay, to check it out. Okay? So there's this scary person, okay, the man, prisoner in the churchyard, and there's Pip, okay. So the scary person said, "Hey, what's your name?" "Oh, Pip, sir." "Where do you live?" "Oh, I live in over there." So he put the Pip upside down and he shake it. Help me, help me. I'm going to eat your heart and liver out. "Oh, please don't, sir." And he put him back and put in the tombstone. And where's your mother? "Oh, my mother is over there." So the guy made a short run and see. "Oh, really?" And he came back. Okay. And moving on. "So there, sir," I timidly explains. "Also Georgiana. That's my mother. So my mom's name is Georgiana." "Oh," said he, coming back. "And is that your father along your mother?" "Yes, sir," said I. "Him too. Late of this parish." So some of you guys also asked me a question about the meaning. Okay. So when you say late of this parish, so you guys asked me the meaning of the late and the parish. So late means dead. Dead, and parish is a church. So when you put late in front of the name, late Philip, it means that this person is dead. Okay? Call it the late Philip. So basically, Pip's saying that his father is dead and buried in this church. Okay? "Ha!" he muttered, then considering. "Who do you live with, supposing you're kind to let live, which I have made up my mind about?" So, the guy, he is quite, he feels quite pity about Pip. He doesn't have any parents. So, and considering, "Who do you live with? Let's suppose that I kindly let you live." The guy is still trying to threaten Pip. Imagine that, let's say I let you live kindly. And I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm not sure whether I'm going to let you live or not. But let's say if I let you live, who do you live with then? And he says, "My sister, sir." Mrs. Joe Gargery, wife of Joe Gargery, the blacksmith, sir. Blacksmith, huh? Said he. He looked down at his leg. No. So he realized that the Pip's wife is married to blacksmith. And you guys remember, he was having an iron in his leg. So he looked at his leg. Okay. And after darkly looking at his leg and me several times, came closer to my tombstone. And Guy approached the tombstone. Right? And P was sitting. And he approached tombstone and took me by both arms. So he grabbed Pip's and tilted me back as far as he could hold me, so that his eyes looked most powerfully down into mine, and mine looked most helplessly into his. So he tilted Pip. Okay. He tilted Pip back as far back as possible. Okay, so he is looking at Pip's eyes, looking down so powerfully, and Pip is helplessly looking up into the guy. And now looky here, it said, the question being whether you are being let to live. You know what a file is? And guy asks, you know what a file is? No, if I let's say that if I kindly let you live, and you know what a file is, and he said, yes, sir. And you know what a whittle is, and yes, sir, right? So I told you that file is a tool, right? File is a tool. No, something look like maybe similar like this, and you can cut an iron, you can cut a metal with a file, right? And I told you the whittle is a bread. And you know what the whittle is? Yes, yes, sir. And after each question, he tilted me over a little more. So after asking each question, he pushed him more back, okay, so as to give me a greater sense of helplessness and danger. So Pip felt helplessness and danger. You get me a file, he tilted me again, and you get me a whittles, he tilted me again. You bring them both to me, he tilted me again. Or I have your heart out, heart and liver out, he tilted me again. So every time Guy asked him Pip a question, he tilted back far. Okay? So I was dreadfully frightened and so giddy, I clung to him both hands. So giddy means nervous. Pip feels really nervous and anxious, so Pip clung to. Clung to means hold. Pip hold the guy with Pip's both hands and said, if you would kindly please let me keep up straight, sir. Perhaps I shouldn't be sick, and perhaps I could attend more. So Pip said, no, don't push me anymore. Please, if you kindly let me keep up straight, sir. No, instead of pushing, if you keep me up straight, I wouldn't be feeling sick and I could attend more. So some of you asked me a question, what could attend more mean? Okay. Attend more means I could pay attention to. You know, this guy is giving Pip a direction, right? Hey, bring me a file, bring me a wheels, and he is tilting him further. So Pip cannot really, he feels nervous. He cannot listen to him. Okay? So Pip is saying, hey, sir, if you just let me keep straight, I can attend more, I can pay attention to more, right? And he gave me a most tremendous dip and roll so that the church jumped over its own weathercock. So the guy gave him a really tremendous dip and roll. Tremendous means huge and big. And dip and roll means shaking, right? So the guy tilted Pip really big for the last time. So the church jumped over its own weathercock. You know, the church building on top of its roof. There's a chicken, right? Not a real chicken, the toy chicken, you know. So, this lets you know the direction of the wind, right? On top of the church. So, church jumped over its own weathercock. Means that the guy shake Pip so big time for the last time. So, Pip saw the church for the last time. And looks like the church was jumping. So, Pip looked the church upside down, okay, when the guy shake him for the last time. Then he held me by the arms in an upright position on the top of the stone and went on these fearful terms. So he put him in a straight position, okay. The guy put Pip in a straight position. And you bring me tomorrow morning early. Then you bring me that file and then widows. You bring the lot to me, okay, at the old battery over yonder, okay. And also, some of you asked me what this battery means. Okay, battery is the empty space. Empty space outside churchyard. And yonder means over there. So you bring me file and widows at that old space over there tomorrow morning early. You do it, and you never dare to say a word or dare to make a sign concerning your having seen such a person as me. So when you bring a file and widow to me, don't say anything about me. Okay? Don't tell anyone about me, seeing anyone even like near close to me. Okay? Or any person soever. Don't tell anyone about myself looking at me. Okay? And you shall be let you live. So if you do that successfully, you bring fire and widow and don't tell anybody about myself, you will live. If you fail, or you go from my words in any particular, no matter how small it is, and your heart and liver shall let the tore out, roasted and ate. Okay? And you fail to bring your file and widow, and you tell anything, any small word about me, anything, any particular about me to anybody, how small it is, doesn't matter. Your heart, I'm going to take your heart and your liver out and roast it and eat it. Okay? Now, I ain't alone, as you may think I am. So the man is telling that you may think I'm alone, right? But I ain't alone. I'm not alone. There is a young man hid with me. Okay? So hid means hide, right? There's another young man hide behind myself. Okay? In comparison with which young man, I am an angel. You might think I'm a terrible person, but if you compare me with that young man hiding behind me, I'm an angel. I'm no comparison of that young man. That young man hears the words that I speak. So he is listening to every single word I speak to you now, the moment. The young man has a secret way of peculiar to himself, right? So this is peculiar. That terrible young man has his own peculiar way to self of getting at a boy. So he has his own way of catching a boy like you. He's really good at catching, okay? And at his heart and at his liver. So this young man, terrible young man, has his own way of catching a heart and liver of a boy like you, okay? It is in vain for a boy to attempt to hide himself from the young man. So in vain, again, So some of you ask a question in vain. It means in vain. It means useless. Okay, it is useless for a boy to attempt to hide from him. It's no use. You cannot possibly hide from him. Okay? A boy may lock his door, may be warm in bed, and may tuck himself up, may throw the clothes over his head, may think himself comfortable and safe, but that young man will softly creep his way to him and tear him open. Okay? So no matter what you lock your door, you think you lock your door and you are under your bed and you feel warm and you hide yourself, tuck yourself up in the bed. Okay, you hide yourself in the bed and you feel quite comfortable and safe in your room. It's no use because that young man will softly creep his way to your room and tear you open. That young man will find you and that young man will cut you off. Okay? And I'm not keeping the young man from harming of you the present moment with a great difficulty. Okay? So some of you ask me a question, what does I'm a keeping? Okay, this is a verbal form. Okay, verbal form. So it means that I am going to. This is what it means. Okay. I'm not keeping that young man. I'm going to keep that young man from harming you. So I'm going to stop him from harming you for the moment, with great difficulty. It is not easy. It's not easy for me to stop him from harming you. But I'm going to stop him I'm trying very hard to stop him from harming you. Okay? I found it very hard to hold that young man off your inside. Okay? So it is very hard, very difficult for me to keep that young man off your inside from harming you. Okay? So now, what do you say? Okay? You understand? So this man says, so he picks it, oh, please, sir, if you keep me straight, I can attend you more, I can listen to you more instruction. So the guy, he shake him for the last time. Ah, wow. So now you listen to me. You know what the riddle is? Oh, yes, sir. I know. You know what file is? Oh, yes, sir. You bring me a file and riddle tomorrow morning. Okay, you bring that to me over that barrier or yonder. If you don't, you'll be in trouble. Oh, okay, I see, sir. Don't hold me. Don't. So you think I'm alone? But no, I'm not alone. There is another young man behind me, hiding. Okay, that young man is more terrible comparing to me. Myself, I'm an angel compared to himself. Young man, has his own particular way of getting a boy. So if you go ahead and hide your room, and if you get under your bed and you feel comfortable and safe, no, this man knows how to get a boy like you, and this man has a peculiar way of getting a liver and heart out of a boy like you. There is no use. Okay? So I'm going to stop him for a moment. It is very difficult for me to stop him from harming you. But I'm going to do it. Okay? So you bring a file and a riddle to me tomorrow morning early. Okay? And don't tell me anything about anyone. Don't tell me anything about me to anybody. All right? And I said that I would get him a file and I would get him what broken bits and food I could, and I would come to him at the Battery early in the morning. So Pip made a promise to this man, and the guy said, "Say Lord strike you dead if you don't," said the man. So I said so, and he took me down. Now, he pursued, you remember what you've undertook, and you remember that young man, and you get home. Okay? And the guy says, now You remember what you have experienced. Okay? And you remember about that terrible young man, and you go home and you bring me a file. Okay? And good night, sir, I faltered. So I hesitated. Good night. And much of that, said he, glancing about him over the cold, wet flat. I wish I was a frog or an eel. So the guy said, oh, much of that, you have a good night. And I wish I were an ear or a frog. He wish he was a frog. Okay. So we'll stop here. Okay. We'll stop here and thank you for listening, everybody. I'll continue our lesson next time. Okay. So thank you. Good job, everybody. Bye.